Everybody, welcome back. Got a best defense video for, or is it a best defense? Hearing a lot of scuttlebutt, so to speak.
So, what is a scuttlebutt? Anybody hear anything?
About this defense, and you know, I was looking at it, played around with some friends on it in game, and got some research done. Thinking, man, this team could be good for arena, war, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I like their speed here. There's control. There's a way for you to get Doom kind of tucked away in the corner and maybe go boom boom, which we are all looking for. So I was very interested in this. I wanted to show it to you guys. Some of you guys probably already know about this team. Some of you might not. So for those of you new to the channel, there is a Discord link in the description below. Go ahead and click that and follow along with any content we might put out there. Also, we are doing the 10K giveaways. We get closer to 10,000 subscribers, we will be doing that giveaway. So subscribe as well. Both of those things for free. You can follow along and potentially win yourself something. So let's get to this actual potential, maybe. I don't know. We'll see if we can myth bust this best defense in the game with, I don't even know what to call this thing. I don't know. We'll come up with a name before the end of it.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okay, so this is the team off to the right. It's the Brother Doom. Whatever. I don't know. So you guys are probably running into these in war quite a bit. Was testing to see, you know, and this is a balance just to see, you know, if we could get it to play right in its first battle mode. So I'm not playing around with really trying to, you know, it doesn't have war, but this would be a reflection on what it would be like in arena. So we wanted to play around and just kind of see. I just clicked auto again, which also acts a little bit as though it's not really a true AI, but it's not giving a player the ability to do that. So in this format, the nice thing about this is Zemo is completely neutralized, and you can see he clears nothing. He dies immediately because he's got to attack Blob, I mean, the blind by itself is like, all right, forget about it. He's not doing anything. So, and then you've got, you know, at least on this team, and this is a top-notch team that you've seen in Arena, maybe except for Black Bolt. That was actually in this particular fight an accident. We were trying to actually get, I think it was Fury, but it just didn't work. So all these people are blinded, so they can't do anything. It's kind of nice. It's like, all right, well, not a whole lot doing here, because obviously Kestrel has herself clean, so she'll start picking people off. Well, she keeps Doom from summoning. All right, so that could be, you know, something doing there, but, you know, is it enough? Well, then you've got Juggernaut taunting shortly into this, and, you know, again, Doom is still, you know, he's still, Kestrel's doing her thing, so like he's not even summoning anybody here. It's like, all right, well, is this gonna matter? I don't know. And you can tell, like, they're getting pretty low. This is over. So this team, again, isn't the perfect against them, but, you know, it was one of the better offenses outside of Black Bolt. So now let's check it out maybe with Fury. All right, so this time it's got the right offense. We got Fury on there, so we'll see if that makes a difference at all. You know, and with Fury, you could summon first. You could, to get some additional people to hit, you know, the defense downs. You could also, you know, spread the buffs around. So we'll see what happens here specifically. But, you know, you've got, again, Zemo is worthless. So he's completely neutralized in this, which is nice. You know, Kestrel's not. She's still dominant as ever. She's slowed, still has her charge, which means Doom is not going to be able to summon. Everybody's still blinded. Can't do anything here. Blob's, you know, causing problems. So let's see. In this particular matchup, they spreaded the Fury buffs to start. So that doesn't do much for Longshot there because he's blinded on his offense attack. But all right, so I don't know if that was the right move necessarily, and just keeps going through here. And it's gonna be, looks like a dominant win for the Doom Brothers. I don't know, whatever. Something's gonna stick with this because I still actually think it's a decent team. It's not something, at least based on this. I mean, maybe there's, you know, a better team that could beat them. Well, I don't know, right? So keep playing around here. Come on, let's go. I don't think they're gonna come back from this. So yeah, Juggernaut's, doing his ultimate. We still have got Doom to blow up here, and at some point it's just going to be. I mean, yeah, Kestrel's already done, so this match is done. They're not coming back with that squad out here, especially once you get Doom really doing some damage. So the Shatterstar, Longshot, Nick Fury, Kestrel, not doing it against this team. Now we wanted to try Shadowlands. All right, is this gonna make? It's like, well, depending when Night Nurse can do her flip, all that stuff, and Shadowlands. And again, this one's tough to see too because it's not war. So the Shadowlands actually might do a little bit better than what's going to be shown here, but it's not going to be perfect. So it's a little something going on here. So the blinds again, you got to just, as the offense team, you just got to be smart, work your way through them until you can get to Night Nurse's ultimate to cleanse those. Obviously Daredevil can still do whatever he needs to do, but you've just got to kind of deal with what you've got there. So I think Night Nurse is here, so she'll flip everything, or at least cleanse it. Now I think I don't remember if that's in war flip, but maybe it's a T4, so that T4 might not have been there, but yeah, they're not. You got to wait a while to kind of get through the point where it's like, okay, I hope I can get through my first turns here. They do not have somebody to keep Doom from summoning, so it's like, okay, so he's going to be able to summon. Blob's doing his ultimate. These guys are, so Daredevil's gone, and we still got Doom ready about to pop off. Yeah, I mean, it's just like you weren't going to be able to cleanse anything from Juggernaut there. So it looked like it went with the basic for Elektra. And let's see, let's get this thing going a little bit here. And they're just going to keep going. And spoiler, well, I went too quick. Yeah, spoiler here. Doom gets going and it's over. So again, no war buffs, but it was pretty dominant on one side. I could see a bigger, Shadowlands maybe taking that down, maybe. Okay, so now I've got a bunch of war battles. I didn't want to have anybody be called out here or feel called out or etc. So I went ahead and covered them. So as we were doing this, I made the comments, it was like, well, who do you think could beat these? And they said, well, we need some speed bar, and they mentioned Falcon. I was like, you know what? Falcon, Namor, Ultron, Fury, and Kestrel. And sure enough, we'll see if they work. Now, for anybody looking for a Doom killer, this is that squad exactly, and it's against the Emma Rauder-ish team with Doom. It's Minerva as opposed to Mystique. And, there's a 20k punch up there, and it looks like pretty healthy, pretty easily won. And this is at the top level there, so, a lot of high-level gear, but... all right, that team that I just mentioned does pretty good. And, the part I like about it is, Namor is kind of like a hired gun. Ultron's kind of a hired gun. Power armor's fallen off quite a bit. So, normally that might have been like, oh my gosh, you're breaking up all these teams. But at this point in the game, not really. Shield isn't necessarily all that formidable on defense, and Kestrel can really go anywhere. So if you're able to use this team to beat a high-level Doom team, I'm going to tell you it's probably going to be worth it. So I like seeing that. All right, here's the one that was just below it. Now, this is a punch down, but it is against the team I just mentioned, and it looks pretty healthy. It's like, okay, all right. What is that? 30, almost 50k punch down. Pretty healthy punch down, no problem. So let's see if we can find a punch up with that team against the Brother Doom. Here's another one. So it's like, okay, well, hold on a second. Now, they threw Hela on here as opposed to Juggernaut. All right, and this punch down did not work. So Hela clearly did something in this matchup that was able to get it so that they won. So maybe you might want to consider that. So that's kind of a fun little, mix up there to maybe get a win. Now, I'm sure it was an easy cleanup after that. But that the Falcon and crew, Falcon Shieldatron, were beaten by this one. And it was a small punch down. So I'm like, all right, I dig. Now here again, we've got that team, and it is another 60k punch down, pretty easy. So we're not gathering much there, but it's clearly working. So I'm like, all right. Here is just showing it's a symbiote team beating a Doom Doom Shuri with the Fantastic Four. So if you are looking for some other, ways, but again, that's a massive, that's 130k punch down. So it's kind of like, meh, not sure I'm going to really count that one for a possible counter. Again, another 40-ish k punch down. Same team here, where it's, again, they're all pretty healthy beating this up. So I'm like, okay, so I feel like we're still looking for something here. It's like, where's our punch? Oh, well, wait a minute. Speak of the devil. 629k so this is a good 100, almost 30k punch up. They look all pretty healthy. Now that is a Gear 15 Ultron, so that Ultron is beefy. All right, with 109, there might even be some reds on that bad boy. But it is a very, very nice punch up against that Brother Doom team. So, okay, all right, you know what? I'm buying what's being sold here as far as this being the counter. I like it. I think it's good. Here's another one, not as high, but, still good. The Ultron is not quite as high gear-wise and still pulling it off. And again, pretty decent. It's a huge blob. And was the other one a big blob? Yeah, the other one was a big blob too. So this is a solid win here. I like seeing a little bit of punch up there. This is just a different team against a Doom team down here. Again, if you're looking for someone, this is a Marauder version where you've got some Zemo Hydra mixed with the Dad Bros there. And a pretty nice punch up, about 110k, 120k. So again, if you're looking for something or need something there, it's a pretty decent punch up for some Doom killers. Again, we've got a punch down with that team. That's not proving us anything necessarily at this point. We've got a win down here again for about an 80k punch up. Little bit closer here. We don't see the HP on these three alive, but we did see Namor and Falcon went down. They're gear tier 13, but they were able to get through. I think that's it's definitely a 15 blob, Juggernaut, and Doom. So this team is working. This team is working against that Brother Doom team. And then again, okay, hold on. One more type of counter here. We've got the X Factor with Rhino. All right, so we throw in Rhino, who can help cleanse bleed, or well, really, one, he helps with the blinds, and two, he can, with that, if you use that special first turn as opposed to the ultimate, I think it's a clear of adjacent allies. So it can help clear those blinds, and I think there's a speed bar increase when that happens as well, the original blind. So this can also work, and it's a punch down though, so I'm not sure you want. I mean, look, I'd rather use the other team. I'd rather use that Falcon team to do it. And then one more you can see is, and this is where I was really like, all right, yeah, no, this is the team to work, because this is outside of war with no war buffs, and I'm still punching up about 100k. So you don't get the stuff from Namor. I like Namor because that ultimate does not miss, so he can be blind and you can still use it. In war, he'll obviously get some rewinds, and we were able to pull off. That's not even a big Ultron there. We've got, a decent sized Blob and Jugs, and, obviously a good sized Dr. Doom. So, look, is this a decent, good defense team with this Brother Doom team? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but I think this is the right counter to go at with. Obviously, you're not going to end up putting Kestrel on defense or Fury on defense. Most of these players or characters are probably mixed in somewhere else. Are you even really using power armor that much? Ultron's always been kind of a hired gun. I think for a case like this, if you're having problems with this team, this is the team you want to use to beat it. So hopefully you found this video helpful. I think it is a decent counter here and a decent use. One more thing I want to throw at you before moving on, and that is, do you want to consider another ISO for Kestrel? And I'm going to tell you that I think maybe you might want to. The reason being is, do you want to consider Raider for Kestrel? So that way when she crits, that 5's hidden, but that's a 545k crit. So that's pretty darn good on that ultimate. No defense down. She did have offense up, but 500,000. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I mentioned before, Discord link in the description below. Click that subscribe button so you can follow along for that 10k giveaway, which we're going to get to. We've got a couple sponsors in the video or in the description below as well for some weight loss, as well as those Amazon coins. Save up to 20% for anybody who's saving money on the game. Hammer down that like button, click the notification bell, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.